Hello students, a very good evening to all of you. Welcome to Scholar, your one-stop solution for IAS preparation. Students, my name is Anubhav Sharma and I am a faculty for Indian Polity at Scholar. Now students, the purpose of this live session, as you may be knowing, is for us to decide and is to deliberate on how exactly should we be preparing for civil services prelims exam, which is going to happen in 2020. अभी हमारे पास अराउंड 75 डेज है बिफोर प्रीलिम्स एग्जामिनेशन, आफ्टर विच वी विल हैव टू अपीयर फॉर प्रीलिम्स एग्जामिनेशन ऑन 4th October, right? Now, the first thing that we need to understand here is what exactly should be the way in which we need to make the most of these next 75 days. ये जो नेक्स्ट 75 डेज है इसमें हम ऐसा क्या करें कि हमारी इफेक्टिवनेस, हमारी प्रोडक्टिविटी हाईएस्ट हो, सो दैट वी गिव आवरसेल्फ द बेस्ट चांस टू क्रैक दिस एग्जाम. Right? Now, how exactly do we need to approach it? देखो, the first thing that we need to understand is that when we talk about prelims examination, this is an examination which is by far the trickiest part of UPSC preparation. हम जानते हैं कि prelims is the first stage and prelims is a stage where you just need to qualify. So one would think कि इतना भी tough क्या होगा कि you just have to qualify one exam. But actually, if we were to assess the three stages, that is prelims, mains and interview, one can clearly identify prelims to be the most tricky stage of all the stages. Why exactly is the case? The reason is very simple. Hello, good evening all of you. Hello Jolly. Hello Sonjana. So we are right now discussing about prelims examination. That is what exactly should be our strategy for next 75 days. So the whole idea is that we need to find a way in which we are able to make this next 75 days of our preparation to be the most productive 75 days that we can have, so as to give ourselves the best chance of cracking the exam. तो सबसे पहली बात हमने क्या समझी, that irrespective of prelims being just a qualifying paper, it is by far the toughest and the most trickiest paper of the three papers. And you can see that when we see that people who are already in service at times find it very tough to crack prelims examination the next time they attempt for it. कि हम जानते हैं that if you get IAS और IFS you cannot appear in the exam, but ऐसे भी कैंडिडेट्स होते हैं जो इंडियन पुलिस सर्विस में है, जो इंडियन रेवेन्यू सर्विस में है, जो अलग अलग सर्विसेज में है, एंड वो फिर से अपीयर करते हैं एग्जाम में, राइट? तो वैसे I can give you penumbra example of those people who are already in service, who are IPS, in revenue service, in other services, but the next time when they appear for prelims examination, somehow they are not able to manage to cross it. कहने का मतलब ये है, it's a very tricky paper. Now, why exactly do I call it to be a very tricky paper? The reason is very simple. Just look at the type of questions what the prelims examination is asking you. Questions इस तरीके की है that you cannot really define them under a syllabus. You cannot really strategize in a proper manner. That is कि अगर हमने इतनी चीज़ें पढ़ ली तो हमारे prelims 100% हो गया, इस तरह का confidence आपको नहीं आएगा. What exactly needs to be done? What is required on a part of an aspirant now is to, one, formulate a strategy which can work in such an uncertain prelims सिलेबस और एग्जामिनेशन. जो जिस तरह की अनसर्टेनिटी है, जिस तरह का डायनामिक नेचर है प्रीलिम्स एग्जामिनेशन का, हमारी स्ट्रैटेजी कुछ ऐसी होनी चाहिए जो इसको कैप्चर कर पाए, जो इसके लिए हमें प्रिपेयर कर पाए. फाइन, अगर ये स्ट्रैटेजी होनी चाहिए तो अब सवाल आता है व्हाट एग्जैक्टली कैन बी द स्ट्रैटेजी. द फर्स्ट थिंग व्हाट आई वुड वांट यू टू डू इज टू हैव अ लुक एट द प्रीलिम्स पेपर. जस्ट ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड द प्रीलिम्स पेपर. जनरली होता क्या है कि हम लोग जो प्रीलिम्स पेपर को देखते हैं, हम लोग क्या देखते हैं, हम देखते हैं कि कौन से क्वेश्चन हमसे बन पा रहे हैं, कौन से नहीं बन पा रहे, कौन से कितने टफ थे. इवन मोस्ट ऑफ द इंस्टीट्यूट्स हु आर पब्लिशिंग क्वेश्चन पेपर्स फॉर प्रीलिम्स एग्जामिनेशन विद देयर सॉल्यूशंस, दे मेंशन इट इन बिलो, दिस इज वेरी टफ, दिस इज स्लाइटली टफ, सो ऑन सो फोर्थ. But students, if you were to ask me, if I were to advise you, essentially what you need to look at is two categories of questions. One, which were very, very dynamic, and second, which were something that we call as doable. That is something that if you have prepared well, you could have cracked it very easily. And if you were to see that more often than not, about 50% of the questions, that is of the 100 marks out of the 200 marks for which you are preparing for in prelims examination, those 50% of the questions are of a nature that you could have solved had you prepared very well for the exam. With respect to the other 50%, it comes down to certain bit of your preparation, but also certain bit of your luck. Of course, preparation will be the key, because your knowledge of current affairs, your knowledge of static portion, your MCQ practice, all will help you in order to eliminate the options, and that is what the whole idea about the less 50% questions is. So what exactly have you understood? Essentially, we need to look at prelims examination into two categories. One, questions that we could have solved had we prepared well, and questions that are really truly dynamic, which requires us to apply our mind more than the other questions. अब बहुत सिंपल सी चीज़ को समझना भाई, when we look at the 50% questions जो doable थे, if we are able to achieve an efficiency of about 90-95% on those 50% of the questions, what we see is that about 90 to 95 marks can actually be obtained out of those 100 marks, right? और जो 50 क्वेश्चंस है, अगर आप उसमें से अराउंड 40 to 45 सही कर लेते हैं, essentially you will score 90 out of 100. Now, if we were to look at the cutoff that is going, it will be anywhere around 100 to 110. It doesn't go beyond it. If it goes beyond it, there is only one conclusion, that is the number of questions that were on the easier side was more this time. So again, if you have prepared well for these 50% of the questions, you anyway will actually be able to score well on the other part also. Keeping that aside, let's try to keep in mind, let's, for the sake of our convenience, keep the example of last year prelims or the prelims just before that. So in the last two prelims, what we actually say is that the cutoff will range from 100 to 110, right? So what exactly do we need to do? As I have discussed, the first thing that you need to do is to make sure that you are clearing the first 50 questions in a very effective manner. जो आप पहले 50 क्वेश्चन हैं, those are doable questions, उसको आप बहुत इफेक्टिवली आंसर कर पा रहे हो, राइट? एंड सेकेंड, आप जो बचे हुए 50 क्वेश्चन है, स्टूडेंट्स, आई विल टेक ऑल योर डाउट्स वन बाय वन. लेट मी जस्ट कंप्लीट द एसेंस ऑफ दिस सेशन सो दैट देयर इज मोर क्लैरिटी एज टू हाउ एग्जैक्टली डू वी नीड टू गो अबाउट फॉर दी 75 डेज. तो उस चीज़ पे हम लोग थोड़ा भी फोकस करते हैं, एंड देन जो भी आपके सवाल है वो सारे मैं एक एक करके आपको उनके जवाब दे दूंगा, राइट? एनीवेज, तो मैं ये कह रहा था that if you are good with the first 50 questions and if you have prepared well for the dynamic part, the cracking the cutoff will not be an issue. Let me put it again. So if you have scored well in the first 50 questions, what do we see? We see about 90 to 95 marks can be scored. Once you have scored 90 to 95 marks over there, all you need to do is to manage another 20-25 marks that takes you on the safe zone. जैसे आप सेफ जोन पे आ गए, यू कैन प्रिपेयर फॉर योर मेंस एग्जामिनेशन, नो डाउट्स ओवर देयर. अब बात क्या आती है? नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज हाउ एग्जैक्टली डू वी प्रिपेयर फॉर दीज टू पार्ट्स. सर आपने कह तो दिया दैट देयर इज अ कैटेगरी विच कैन बी कॉल्ड एज इजी क्वेश्चन, देयर इज अ कैटेगरी विच कैन बी कॉल्ड एज टफ क्वेश्चन, बट सर प्लीज एक्सप्लेन हाउ एग्जैक्टली डू वी प्रिपेयर फॉर दीज कैटेगरीज, राइट? सो लेट्स कम टू द प्रिपरेशन पार्ट. Look, ideally what you need to do is to identify those books which are called as standard works for all the subjects. For example, for polity, it is believed that Lakshmikant is a standard book which everyone should read, right? It is also believed that Lakshmikant alone is not enough. You must also read the NCERTs, ideally from 9 to 12 standard, and or at least from 11 to 12 standard, the two NCERTs. Most importantly, Constitution at Work, the 11th NCERT. अगर आपने ये पढ़ा है, then at least the static part of the preparation for polity has been done very well, right? But that is not enough. You must also be able to do a lot of practice. By practice, I mean practice of objective tests, mock tests, so that you are able to perform in a real-time test environment. We will come to that also. तो अभी again हम फिर से देखते हैं. So with respect to the first 50 questions, what's the first thing that we need to do? The first thing that we need to do is that we need to first prepare the core subjects well. Geography, polity, economy, environment, art and culture, modern history, ancient history, so on and so forth. If you have prepared for these core subjects well, chances for you to be able to get those 50% of the question right will be very high. And that is where the idea of clearing the cutoff lies. Why? Because if you actually see, most of the people are scoring in that line of 80 to 90 marks. That is those people who are prepared well. What exactly is stopping them from clearing the prelims examination? Those band of 15 to 20 to 25 marks. So essentially we need to have a strategy in which no matter what, we do not miss on those 20 to 25 marks का block. अगर आप इस block को miss नहीं कर रहे हो, you will clear the prelims examination. I hope this point is clear. To this, what all I have explained so far, is there any doubt? जो मैंने अभी आपको समझाया, जॉली, सृष्टि, सक्सेना, is there any doubt with respect to what I've just explained? Srishti, yes, I'll come to what exactly do Scholar offer with respect to preparation for this year. Mainly for prelims examination, we have created a very special and very effective course. Is there any question as to what I've just explained that you would need an answer for? Chalo, so let's come to the preparation part of it. So the first thing what you need to do for these 75 days is to divide it into periods. In about first 50 days, my recommendation to you would be that you should complete everything that you need to prepare for prelims examination that you have done so far. For example, make sure, I will give 2024 how to prepare. Amit Bindola, I will explain you that. Let me just explain the part with respect to prelims 2020. So coming to this, so essentially for these next 75 days, you should break it down into 3 phases. 25 days, 25 days, 25 days. In the first 25 days, the idea should be that you are able to work on those subjects which you find to be tough. The idea is that the subjects which you think are tough, which will take time on your part to prepare, focus on those subjects for the first 25 days. Then in the next 25 days, focus on those subjects which you believe you already have certain degree of command. Because you would have completed the tough part before itself, you will have the confidence to cover the things that you have already prepared. For example, किसी का अगर geography अच्छा है, make sure कि वो आप phase 2 में रखो. किसी का let's say art and culture थोड़ा weak है, start with art and culture for the first 25 days, right? तुषार आनंद फॉर ज्योग्राफी एनसीईआरटी, हाँ वैसे काफ़ी रहती है एनसीईआरटी, दैट इज 11th and 12th, बट अपार्ट फ्रॉम इट यू वुड नीड टू डू अ लॉट ऑफ एमसीक्यू प्रैक्टिस एंड मोर देन दैट द होल आइडिया ऑफ ज्योग्राफी इज टू नॉट टू मिस आउट ऑन फैक्ट्स, क्योंकि जो फैक्ट्स होते हैं उसके अराउंड सवाल बन जाते हैं, चाहे इंडियन ओशन डाइपोल पे सवाल बन जाए, चाहे वो लानीना पे सवाल बन जाए या साइक्लोन्स पे सवाल बन जाए. So essentially what is important for geography is that you have revised it very well and you have practiced a lot of questions so that you do not miss out on facts, right? Anyways, coming back to what I was explaining was, so the first 25 days should be about those 3 to 4 subjects that you haven't prepared that well, focus on those subjects. Then the next 25 days should be about those 4 to 5 subjects that you have prepared well, just revise it again. And the last 25 days should be about what? It should be about revising everything again, because if you haven't revised everything at least 2 to 3 times, your preparation will not be done. You may think that you are able to understand everything, but it will not be done until unless you revise, because जब हम एग्ज़ाम देते हैं हम चीज़ें भूल जाते हैं, हम चीज़ें कन्फ्यूज़ कर जाते हैं, राइट? तो पहली तो ये चीज़ हो गई. अब बात ये आती है, हाउ एग्जैक्टली डू वी नीड टू गो अबाउट इन टर्म्स ऑफ प्रिपेयरिंग इट. सबसे पहली चीज़ तो जैसे मैंने बताया, स्टैंडर्ड बुक्स पढ़ना है, बट अगर आपने अभी तक इन स्टैंडर्ड बुक्स को नहीं पढ़ा है, व्हाट यू रिक्वायर एटलीस्ट एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम इज एक्सपर्टाइज गाइडेंस, एंड दैट इज वेयर वी कम इन. एंड व्हाट वी हैव डन is to make sure that you are able to understand the exact demand that you have, and our courses are planned, are designed in that tailor-made way. For example, let's say you have prepared well for this examination. Let's say that your preparation with respect to the static part is covered, you have already revised. What you're looking for right now is only test series. So what we have done is to create a 30 test series for prelims 2020. Again, let me repeat, a very comprehensive 30 test series for UPSC 2020 prelims examination. What exactly is the idea? The idea is that if you are able to go through these 30 tests, you'll actually be exactly in the right framework in order to crack this year prelims examination. What we have done here is to design test series in a way in which every test will give a kind of value addition for you. That is, not just these tests will act as way in which you can practice your preparation, but it will also act as question banks, because unlike other test series of other institutes, the biggest emphasis which we had was to make sure that the quality of question is at par with UPSC. That is, the way in which a person goes about in terms of attempting the paper, in terms of attempting the test, that person is also preparing for UPSC prelims examination. That question may very well be asked in UPSC prelims examination. So the biggest effort that we have put in is to ensure high quality of questions that you can prepare, that you can practice. So the first thing that you can do is to prepare for these 30 tests. Students, let me also tell you that along with these 30 tests, you also get 5 tests for CSAT preparation, because the last thing of course we want is that you are missing out on the cutoff for CSAT. बहुत tough नहीं होता है, but still practice is very necessary even for CSAT, considering the tricky nature of the questions that they are asking, right? अब मान लेते हैं कि आपकी तैयारी तो अच्छी है, you have prepared well, but somehow you are not able to revise everything that you have prepared. That is, जब हम लोग पढ़ते हैं बहुत बार हमें जब पढ़ते समय तो चीज़ें समझ में आती है. When we are reading Lakshmikant, we are able to understand what we are reading. We are able to understand all the fundamental rights, all the landmark judgments, all the important amendments that had happened, right? बट जब हम उसको रिवाइज करने बैठते हैं, सडनली वी हैव टू कवर एवरीथिंग फ्रॉम द स्टार्ट, फॉर द रीजन कि हमने जब पढ़ाई की थी तब हमने ये नहीं सोचा था कि रिवीजन विल बिकम सच ए ह्यूज टास्क, क्योंकि बहुत ज़्यादा पढ़ना है, आपको ज्योग्राफी भी पढ़ना है, आपको एनवायरनमेंट भी पढ़ना है. सो फॉर दो स्टूडेंट्स व्हाट वी हैव डन इज टू क्रिएट वन मोर सेगमेंट ऑफ कोर्स. जो ये कोर्स है बेसिकली हमने इसमें किया क्या है, नॉट ओनली विल यू गेट टेस्ट सीरीज, but you will also get access to expertized and tailor-made notes for prelims examination for all subjects. अब इन notes का nature क्या है? The notes will include 2 parts. First, with respect to the full-length notes, that is for every subject, you'll actually be getting a full-length notes for all the subscribers of Scholar. I can assure you everyone will vouch for the very high quality of notes that we prepare. So let's say for polity, for economy, for history, you will have full length test, full length notes for all the topics, all the subjects. That is very very important. What we have also done is to prepare short notes. अब ये short notes क्या है? These are nothing but notes which are useful for your revision. We have not only prepared your main notes, but we have also prepared your short notes. Tushar Anand, with respect to DD Basu being enough for polity, well look, DD Basu has always been a very very good book for polity, but if you were to analyze the questions that are being asked in prelims examination, my recommendation to you would be go through NCERTs and go through Lakshmikant and do a lot of test series. The whole idea is that if you are applying the knowledge of these 2 books, that is NCERT and Lakshmikant, and if you are applying it in form of MCQs, that will be more than enough for you to crack questions that are being asked in your prelims exam. As far as mains is concerned, DD Basu can always be handy over there, because some of the topics like constitutionalism, some of the topics like federalism has been explained in a much better manner in DD Basu. So for prelims examination, I would recommend you to stick to Lakshmikant and NCERTs, but for your mains examination, stick to of course the standard book of Lakshmikant, but you can also read DD Basu along with it, right? Anyways, Dikshant Joshi, I'll also explain you about Indian economy, how to go about it. Now students, so what I was saying was that the first category of course that we are offering you pertains to test series. The second category will have full length notes of all the topics which are important for the examination, and it will also include revision notes along with it that will help you in order to answer all the things that can be asked in prelims examination. Then there is a third category that we have created, and that is mainly for those people who are finding it tough to get the conceptual clarity for the subject. The whole idea of creating this third category is that not only will we be providing you with test series and with notes, but we will also be providing you with some of the highest quality lectures made for your prelims examination preparation. एंड दीज लेक्चर्स हैव बीन सो मेड, सो टेलर मेड फॉर योर नीड्स कि आप जब इसको देखेंगे आपको कभी एफर्ट नहीं लगेगा, आपको ऐसा लगेगा नहीं कि लर्न करने के लिए आपको एफर्ट मारना पड़ रहा है. अ लॉट ऑफ थॉट प्रोसेस है गॉन थ्रू इन ऑर्डर टू क्रिएट दीज नोट्स. बहुत ही इंटरेक्टिव नोट्स हमने बनाए हैं, बहुत ही इंटरेक्टिव लेक्चर्स बनाए हैं. वी हैव मेड श्योर कि कोई भी लेक्चर 30 से 40 मिनट्स की रेंज का हो, सो दैट आपका अटेंशन स्पैन हमेशा मैक्सिमम रहे उन लेक्चर्स को देखते हुए. एंड एवरी लेक्चर will be a very big add-on for your prelims examination, and in multiple ways will also help you for your mains examination. But as far as your prelims examination is concerned, these set of lectures is all that you need in order to crack the examination, right? Is there any doubt as to what I have just explained? मैंने क्या बताया है कि हमने 3 कोर्सेज आप लोगों के लिए लॉन्च कर रहे हैं. पहला कोर्स होगा जो सिर्फ और सिर्फ NCERT जो सिर्फ और सिर्फ टेस्ट सीरीज के लिए होगा. जो सेकंड कोर्स होगा जिसमें आपको टेस्ट सीरीज के साथ साथ नोट्स भी प्रोवाइड किए जाएंगे. नोट्स में हम लोगों ने इस बात को इंश्योर किया है, नॉट ओनली डू यू गेट फुल लेंथ नोट्स बट यू ऑल्सो गेट रिविजन नोट्स फॉर ऑल द सब्जेक्ट्स. Idea is that you really do not have to apply a lot of efforts in order to make your own notes for revision. And then we have the third category where not only will you get the test series, you will get full length notes, you will get revision notes, but you also get access to a very rich bank of lectures for UPSC preparation for all the subjects, created in such a manner that it suffices your all needs to crack for this year's exam. And let me assure you, the quality is better than any other institute in India. By far the best quality will be given to you, right? अब इसको ध्यान में रखते हुए जो ऑल द थिंग्स दैट आई हैव डिस्कस्ड, आपके मन में जो जो डाउट्स है प्लीज आस्क मी एंड आई विल क्लियर इट वन बाय वन. सो लेट मी स्टार्ट विद दीक्षांत जोशी. सो हाउ टू प्रिपेयर फॉर इंडियन इकोनॉमी. नाउ स्टूडेंट, now Dikshant, Indian economy is one subject which is a bit tricky for the reason if you were to look at the type of questions that they are asking, they aren't really going too much deep into the analysis, but what they do is to test your conceptual understanding of economy, and second to ensure that your first your conceptual understanding and second your grasp on current affairs activities. So my recommendation to you would be, Dikshant, that first thing that you should do is to buy a good standard book for Indian economy. So it can be Ramesh Singh, which a lot of people go for. It can be some other book also. Dutt and Sundaram is again a book which is popular. The second thing would be just go through all government policies, because about 2 questions are getting asked from government policies every year. So government policies is very, very important. Government policies will ensure that you get at least 4 marks in your paper, and that is a very big deal because that is about 4% or 3% of the cutoff. So government policies is very important. Then economic survey and budget account for 2 questions. So you should go through at least a summary of economic survey and you should go through the important provisions of the budget. ध्यान क्या देना है, that unlike other examinations where even the figures that has been mentioned in the budget is important, in UPSC prelims examination we need to have a different perspective while trying to understand budget. Perspective क्या होना चाहिए? पहला, to understand the new policies that budget has introduced. Second, to understand the orientation in which government wants to move. For example, it could be that they want to completely remove the subsidies from diesel, they want to completely do away from the subsidies for kerosene, so on so forth. It could be anything, but the orientation is what we need to understand. For example, the orientation was to make India 5 trillion economy, right? So that was the orientation. So around that we need to understand everything that the finance minister has spoken about. Then if you have done that, then you go through the current affairs of economy of last 1 year, where all and everything that has been covered for the current affairs is important for economy. There is no need to go too much into the analysis of economy. That is, a lot of times students are preparing all the 5-year plans from independence. That doesn't help. That is too much hard work for too less gain. ऑलमोस्ट ना के बराबर चांसेस होते हैं 5 ईयर प्लान पे या फिर आज से 30 साल पहले कोई इकोनॉमी की चीज़ों पे. सेकेंडली, इवन विद रिस्पेक्ट टू प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस, इकोनॉमी में प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस कैन गिव यू स्लाइट डायरेक्शन ऑफ द ट्रेंड ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस, बट इट विल नॉट बी रिपीटेड बाय एंड लार्ज. जो क्वेश्चन है वो रिपीट नहीं होगा, बट एक ट्रेंड आपको ज़रूर पता चल जाएगा. तो माई एडवाइस टू यू वुड बी, फॉर इकोनॉमी कोई एक स्टैंडर्ड बुक पढ़िए, करंट अफेयर्स 12 महीने के पूरे पढ़िए, इकोनॉमिक सर्वे पूरा पढ़िए, इकोनॉमिक बजट पूरा पढ़िए और गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसीज़ पढ़िए. अगर आपने ये कर दिया, दैट इज़ ऑल दैट इज़ रिक्वायर्ड. आई होप दैट आंसर्स योर क्वेश्चन. एनी अदर क्वेश्चन? ओके, फॉर हिस्ट्री इज तमिलनाडु एनसीईआरटी इनफ 11th and 12th standard? राजू देखो, Tamil Nadu NCERT by far is one of the best NCERTs that I have seen for history preparation. The way they have explained everything and the ease with which everything gets explained is really, really good. But is that enough? I don't think so. What is required on your part is to go through some standard book like Spectrum and then do a lot of MCQ practice. MCQ practice for history is again very important for the reason कि अगर आप सवाल देखोगे तो वो बदल रहा है. I mean the questions are getting changed the way in which they are asking it. These days if you actually notice the type of questions the UPSC is asking is around the personalities. That is, they will ask a question about, let's say, Lala Lajpat Rai, and you would need to know about the book which Lala Lajpat Rai has written, or what are the important things which has happened in Lala Lajpat Rai's time. In fact, these were the questions which UPSC used to ask about 10 years back. But now again that trend seems to be coming back. So to prepare for those questions, I think NCERT for history may not be enough. That is Tamil Nadu NCERT. You would need to rely on standard books. And more than the standard books, it would be your MCQ practice which will be the key. I hope this answers your question, Ranju. Right, so okay, any other question? Very effective. Indian economy, Ranju. So any other question? Okay, for environment, Dikshan Joshi has also asked a question with respect to environment, how to prepare for it. Look, for environment, the standard book of course is the Shankar IAS book for the environment preparation. That is what everyone is studying. But if you actually notice, the questions now is going beyond Shankar IAS, and the current affairs part of environment has become very, very important now. So make sure that you are studying the current affairs very well. There was a trend of questions that used to be asked from the endangered species. There is no reason why another question will not be asked this year also. So your IUCN list, your endangered species list, at least with respect to species of India, must be very, very well prepared, because if there is a question that is coming from here, it just cannot be that you miss out on that. वो एकदम जैसे बोलते गोल्ड डस्ट है, that is ये एक फुल टॉस है कि इस पे आपको मारना ही है छक्का. there is no other way. You need to make sure that you are scoring on these. तो एनवायरनमेंट के लिए मेरी एडवाइस रहेगी, शंकर गणेश आप पढ़ें, करंट अफेयर्स को बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ें, आप ट्रेंड को समझें कि वो IUCN पे एक ज़रूर पूछते हैं, वो कोई भी UN की बॉडी जो क्लाइमेट पे काम कर रही है, और फॉर दैट मैटर जो जैसे रामासार कन्वेंशन हो गया, जैसे UNFCCC हो गया, अगर कोई नया क्लाइमेट कन्वेंशन हुआ है, जितनी भी ये चीज़ें हैं उसके अराउंड एक सवाल पक्का आता है, एंड ग्लोबल बॉडी पे एक सवाल पक्का आता है. तो एनवायरनमेंट के लिए दिस विल बी द प्रिपरेशन, बट अगेन द की विल बी योर MCQ प्रैक्टिस, एंड फॉर एनवायरनमेंट फोकस मोर ऑन MCQ बेस्ड ऑन करंट अफेयर्स एनवायरनमेंट. करंट अफेयर्स एनवायरनमेंट के अराउंड जो MCQs है उस पर आप ज़्यादा एम्फेसाइज कीजिए. दैट इज़ व्हाट इज़ रिक्वायर्ड. सर ज्योग्राफी के लिए NCERT काफ़ी होगी. आई थिंक आई हैव आंसर्ड दिस क्वेश्चन. I will be giving exam in 2024, how to prepare. Amit Bindola, my advice to you would be that you should prepare by starting with NCERTs. Just start with NCERTs, because there is just 4 years for you to appear in civil services examination. One thing which is for certain is that anything and everything that you do in terms of getting your NCERTs right cannot go waste. चाहे जो पैटर्न हो जाए, चाहे जो सिलेबस हो जाए, NCERTs will always be at the crux of UPSC preparation, and the fact that you have about 4 years from today to prepare and to appear for the examination, just focus on NCERTs. और मेरी एडवाइस ये रहेगी, start from NCERT of 6th standard. 6th standard से लेके 10th standard तक की पहले आप सारी NCERTs ख़त्म करें, फिर 11th-12th की NCERTs उसको सेकेंड फेज में ख़त्म करें. So how to prepare for examination that is going to happen in 2024? Start with NCERTs, right? Acha. Any other question? This is my first time I have started preparing from Feb 2020. If I join your institute, will I be able to crack this year? Srishti, देखो, our idea is that we are trying to prepare a course which actually helps students like you who really need guidance and mentorship in terms of understanding what is and what isn't important. क्योंकि पता है UPSC में what is important is for us to not it's not as much to know what exactly is important to study, but also to know what not to study. सिर्फ ये जान लेना क्या पढ़ना है ये काफ़ी नहीं रहता है, हमको ये भी जानना ज़रूरी है क्या नहीं पढ़ना है, और यहाँ पे एक्सपर्टाइज मेंटरशिप की बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरत हो जाती है। तो जो हम लोगों ने सिलेबस, जैसे मैंने आपको समझाया कि 3 फेजेस और 3 कैटेगरीज में हमने कोर्सेज को डिफाइन किया है। आइडिया ही ये है कि जिनको मेंटरशिप चाहिए, जिनको हैंड होल्डिंग चाहिए, वो 3rd कैटेगरी पे जाए, जहाँ पे आपको लेक्चर्स, टेस्ट सीरीज एज वेल एज यू गेट नोट्स अलॉन्ग विद रिवीजन नोट्स जो एग्जैक्टली यूपीएससी प्रीलिम्स की डिमांड के हिसाब से बना है। तो हम आई कैन कॉन्फिडेंटली से दैट इफ यू आर एबल टू गो थ्रू आवर सिलेबस, इफ यू आर एबल टू स्टडी एवरीथिंग दैट वी आर प्रोवाइडिंग, you have a very very high chance of cracking prelims examination this year itself. I hope that answers the question. तो जॉली जलू बुक्स फॉर साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी सर, आई एम सो कंफ्यूज अबाउट इट। जॉली देखो, साइंस एंड टेक के लिए सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है आपकी करंट अफेयर्स, क्योंकि इफ़ यू वर टू सी कि जो साइंस एंड टेक पे सवाल आ रहे हैं वो ऐसे नहीं आ रहे हैं जो कोई एक बुक से पूछ रहे हैं या कोई एकदम कंसेप्ट से पूछ रहे हैं। द काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस दे आर आस्किंग फॉर करंट अफेयर्स is mainly with respect to the things which are happening and things which are affecting people at large. For example, there was a question on NFC, near field communication, by because many of the cards were now using NFC. अगर आप देखो मेट्रो कार्ड NFC पे काम करता है, बहुत सारे हमारे कार्ड्स हैं NFC पे, तो एक ऐसी टेक्नोलॉजी जो लोगों को इफेक्ट कर रही है। A science and tech question was asked on that. In the same way, a question was asked on 3D printer. Why? Because 3D printer was being used in space now in order to develop tools. 3D printer से in fact organs बनाने की भी बात हो रही थी. That's why a question on 3D printer was being asked. The whole idea is that you need to make sure that you are keeping an eye with respect to current affairs development around science and tech. एक बेसिक तैयारी कीजिए, जो भी आपको जो होता है ना कि नॉर्मल फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री हल्का फुल्का पता हो, दैट इज इम्पॉर्टेंट। बट the question which I can assure you will be asked from technologies which either pertains to daily lives of people, which is bringing, for example, this year Wi-Fi 6 and 5G will be very important, because the moment 5G will come, it will totally change the way in which mobile technology work, right? In the same way, Wi-Fi 6, it's a landmark step in terms of moving ahead of the conventional Wi-Fi that we have been using. So these are the questions which are important. क्योंकि इस बार कोविड हुआ है, इसीलिए हेल्थ पे कोई भी करंट अफेयर्स की टेक्नोलॉजी भी इंपॉर्टेंट हो सकती है। चाहे वो वैक्सीनेशन पे सवाल बन सकता है, चाहे वो बन सकता है वायरस पे सवाल की वायरस का नेचर क्या होता है, हाउ एग्जैक्टली वायरस बिहेव्स। सो दैट अगेन फॉर दिस ईयर एटलीस्ट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। तो मेरी एडवाइस आपको ये रहेगी फॉर साइंस एंड टेक कि आप करंट अफेयर्स पे बहुत ज़्यादा एम्फेसाइज करें, एंड अगेन MCQ प्रैक्टिस करते रहो। MCQ प्रैक्टिस फॉर साइंस एंड टेक अगेन इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। क्यों? क्योंकि दैट हेल्प्स यू टू रिवर्स इंजीनियर। एक तो तरीका है कि हम चीज़ों को पढ़ते चले जाएं, और एक तरीका है कि हम MCQs की प्रैक्टिस करें, और MCQ से ये हमें पता चल जाएगा हमारा कौन सा टॉपिक तैयार नहीं है, और MCQ में ही उतनी आपको एक्सप्लेनेशन दे दी जाएगी जहाँ आपको ये पता चल जाएगा कि इस टॉपिक में हमें कितना जानना ज़रूरी था। साइंस एंड टेक इज़ वन सब्जेक्ट जहाँ मैं ये मानता हूँ रिवर्स इंजीनियरिंग इज़ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, मोर देन कन्वेंशनल स्टडिंग ऑफ जस्ट गोइंग थ्रू बुक्स। डू रिवर्स इंजीनियरिंग, MCQ प्रैक्टिस करते रहो जॉली, राइट? Any other question? UPSC prelims and main. Okay, Ashirvad Pillai, I had actually just explained everything with respect to UPSC preparation and main, how to study for geography and also environment, to remember all rivers areas which they cover, national parks etc. चलो अभी वो उस पे भी आते हैं. Are you giving online? Neeti Shukla, yes, we'll actually be the whole coaching, that Olive Board coaching and Scholar platform is an online platform. And the whole idea is that we should be able to reach all the students in India at a very, in a very convenient manner, because what has happened is COVID has really stopped all sorts of offline access to coaching and material. So we thought it is really, we need to be responsible so as to create something which can help students who are preparing for Prelims 2020. So indeed, we will be an online platform, and all sorts of notes in a very exhaustive manner will be provided to everyone, right? So please explain easily the prelims. Ashid Bhai Pillai, I think what you are trying to ask is what exactly should be the strategy for prelims, and I've just explained it in the beginning. Let me just briefly explain it to you again. देखो prelims की अगर आप बात करोगे, one thing that is absolutely clear is that the whole pattern can actually be divided into two parts. One, questions those were doable, and questions those. Yes, you can download the app Niti Shukla and you can register yourself over there, and you'll get all the knowledge with respect to all the courses that we are running over there. Okay, Arshad Bhai Pillai, coming back to your question. So essentially for prelims examination, it's not just enough that we are going through books. So I can give you a list of books, and most of the books will be books which you already know about. For polity, it's Lakshmikant. For geography, it's the 11th, 12th NCERT along with GC Leon. For history, it is Spectrum along with NCERTs, right? So the books is something that you can always get. The whole idea is to have that right strategy to crack prelims, right? अगर prelims को crack करना है, उसके लिए क्या right strategy होनी चाहिए? That is what we need to understand. और वो क्या होनी चाहिए right strategy? Right strategy होनी चाहिए where we are investing in both aspects, the static aspect as well as the dynamic aspect. जो स्टैटिक एस्पेक्ट रहेगा उसमें हमारी क्या कोशिश रहेगी कि हम लोग वो क्वेश्चन जो डूएबल थे, जो अगर हमने तैयारी की होती उसको क्रैक कर लेते, उसको ना हिलने दे. उसके लिए क्या ज़रूरी है कि जो हम लोगों ने बुक्स जो भी हमने तैयारी की है फॉर लास्ट 1 ईयर फॉर प्रीलिम्स एग्जामिनेशन, उस चीज़ में कोई कमी ना आने दे. उससे अगर कोई सवाल आता है वो हम 100% सॉल्व करें. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर आप पॉलिटी के सवाल देखेंगे, those questions aren't very tricky, bearing 1 or 2 questions. Most of the questions are very much doable if you have practiced your standard book and if you have done extensive MCQ practice. If you have done these 2 things, you can be sure that out of 12 to 14 questions of polity, you certainly will be able to answer 12 to 13 questions. दिस इज़ वॉट आई एम ट्राइंग टू एक्सप्लेन यू कि पहले 50% में मेक श्योर कि आपकी एफिशिएंसी बहुत ज़्यादा है, और बाकी 50% में इट्स ओनली अबाउट एमसीक्यू प्रैक्टिस. आप जितनी ज़्यादा एमसीक्यू प्रैक्टिस करेंगे उतना अच्छा. अब अर्शद भाई, वॉट यू वॉन्ट मी टू डू इज टू गिव यू अ लिस्ट ऑफ बुक्स फॉर ऑल द सब्जेक्ट्स. यू जस्ट आस्क मी द सब्जेक्ट एंड आई विल टेल यू द नेम ऑफ द बुक दैट यू कैन प्रिपेयर फॉर. Newton, dear sir, it is said by some people on your group that the first you take fees, then you provide it free when the exams come nearby. No, Newton, okay, so I understand because we have just moved on to a paid platform. I understand, Newton, that it might just not be very pleasant for you that we have now shifted, but that was always the plan. That the whole idea was that we wanted to create more products for students, and the whole idea of those products needs to be given at a very cheap price so that it can reach as many people as possible while we can keep our things viable at our end. So like with respect to this, the material that we'll be providing will be top notch and there won't be any issue there, right? Any other question? History and sociology optional. Sociology optional, I think I'm not the right person to tell you about that. For mains history, again Spectrum will do the trick, and I think Spectrum is good. NCERT is gonna, as I said, MCQ practice will be the key. हिस्ट्री के लिए आप प्रीवियस ईयर MCQs भी प्रैक्टिस करें फॉर प्रीलिम्स एग्जामिनेशन. मेंस हिस्ट्री के लिए आई थिंक प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस ऑफ हिस्ट्री ऑफ UPSC एज वेल एज क्वेश्चंस pertaining to the MCQs. I think things which are important for this year, क्योंकि अगेन जो अगर हम GS1 जिसमें आता है मेंस का पेपर, हिस्ट्री का GS आता है, उसमें अगर आप गौर करोगे दे आर आस्किंग क्वेश्चंस विच अगेन वर इन यूज ऑफ लास्ट 1 ईयर, तो वो प्रैक्टिस भी बहुत जरूरी हो जाती है. इज देयर एनी अदर क्वेश्चन? कोई और क्वेश्चन किसी को जो पूछना हो? यार एंथ्रोपोलॉजी ऑप्शन अगेन इज नॉट माई सब्जेक्ट. एंथ्रो इन रिसेंट टाइम्स हैज बीन डूइंग वेरी वेल, so anthro is indeed a good option to go for, but since it's not my domain, so I'll not the right person to comment on it. Bhai, any other question? So if you have any other question, you can always ask us over Scholar. Please log on to scholar.com. आपके जो भी प्रश्न होंगे, जो भी डाउट्स होंगे, आप हमसे पूछिए. We will make sure all of them gets answered, right? So I am Anubhav Sharma. So I'll be ending this session. I hope you found it helpful. Thank you.